A warm namaste and a big hello to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to this collective reading. Before I start this reading, I would like to tell you that this reading may or may not resonate for everyone. And to know more about your personal situation, you can always take a personal session with me or work on yourself with hand holding. For that, you can check out the description box below. I would like to say that in this particular session, as per this guided and intuitive reading, energy reading, I have a message for the collective. I do feel blessed. I see this as a chance, as an opportunity of sharing this message with you all. Thank you so much for being here. Now I'm picking up on the energy of people who are rediscovering themselves. Energies of those people who are representing this collective reading, doing inner work. They are doing inner work. You are stabilizing your energies by going within, by working on yourself. You are working on creating a new version of yourself. You are evolving. Your evolution is going on. Even though it seems to be subtle, it's not like so in the face, but it's happening. You realize very strongly that some of the behavior patterns that you had, they don't go along well with the new improved version of you that is getting manifested. The new improved version of you is a lot more focused, more into self-love. You're also seeing more and more people like you. Other people who are also doing inner work, other people who are also working on evolving themselves. So you don't feel lonely on this journey of inner work. You don't feel lost. There was a time you did feel lonely and lost, but not anymore. And I'm being shown that you're also working on increasing your faith. You are learning to surrender more and more. There is a strong feeling of this energy that if something, someone, a person or a situation, circumstance does not match with your vibration, you don't feel very comfortable around it. You are very much aware of this energy, this type of energy, but you're not happy with this energy. Like you don't feel it's your energy. Sometimes you look at your old self and you feel like as if it was a clone of you. It was not even you. And then you question why were you in those situations? Why were you, behaving that way? Or why were you going through so much pain and suffering? I mean, today it all makes sense. The suffering makes sense. But sometimes you cannot relate with those things, and then that probably gives you even more inspiration to grow and advance into this journey. Another example of this is like you will be surprised to know that this is not only applying with a person, a specific person or a situation, but also some kind of attitude or pattern that you have in your life. For example, if you worry a lot about anything, let's pick up any example. You can pick up anything from your life. And you feel like you no longer can worry anymore about that specific situation. So you are finding different ways to surrender to source and accept everything as how it is in the current reality. And then thinking about ways of improving your energy. Another example is worrying about manifesting a certain relationship, or maybe heal. For some people, they are trying to heal a current relationship, but you are constantly worrying about it. I mean, if it's a new relationship for you, a brand new person, or maybe someone with whom you had a crush on, or maybe you probably knew that person, or maybe it's just someone you just met recently and you feel that this is the right person, you're getting the right vibe from that person, but you're constantly worried about it. You're like fearing that it might not go well. I mean, You're also thinking it's just the beginning, like it's just too new for you to even think all this. And for those people who have been in a relationship which is going on the same way for a very long time, like you've spent so many years into this, it still hasn't changed. It is the same thing. The person is still the same. There are still the same demands, still the same complaints, or still the same issues. It hasn't changed at all. So you are feeling worried. Like on one hand, you could be worried about how it will go, and on the other hand, you're worried about how it will end. So this is a pattern. These are just two examples that I've given. These are patterns, example of patterns or loops that you want to break away from, or you need to break away from. And you feel that not being able to break free from the loop, break free from the pattern, is not suiting you. You're no longer the same person who is putting the blames on other people or putting the blame on situation or destiny. You are a person who feels like taking a stand for yourself, who wants to get up. You also want to talk to your own self. You also want to tell your own self, coach your own self. Like, don't worry about this. This is not important right now. Right now you have other things to do. And if something is meant to be, if something is maktoob, if something is written, it will happen. Everything is pre-written, everything is predestined. It will happen. So why bother so much? Like, why not enjoy what's there in the present moment? You are looking at people and situations either as an opportunity to learn, or you are looking at them as a trigger or a stimuli, like food for thought, where you can learn from, you can heal from. So opportunity to learn and a trigger or a stimuli to heal from. For even more advanced souls, you are actually working on getting out of the duality properly. For you, nothing seems to be bad or good, because what's bad for you is an opportunity to work on yourself, and what's good, you're just telling yourself that everything is temporary. Don't get too attached with it. I mean, just go with the flow, be organic, be natural. If you resonate with the star seed energy, a very strong message came for you that you have to take care of yourself and you have to love yourself. You should not and do not get deviated by those people, especially who themselves are not walking on the right path, because those are the type of people who try to pull you down. They just want to do something which is not even necessary, which is not even important, which doesn't solve any purpose, but they are trying to deviate you from your focused attention approach, from you doing good, from you being relaxed. Like some of the people I know personally also, they just like to pass on the tension. I mean, obviously we should help everyone, we should try to help everyone. Another thing that is popping out a lot is that number one, you're looking at people or situations as opportunity to learn. Second is to heal. But third is that you're also looking at people, places, situations as an opportunity to serve. Now this bit could resonate with you now, or it could resonate with you later on, like it could just hit you as an epiphany. But you are actually now looking at people with more harmonious attitude. So you're not downright rejecting them, or you're not downright running away from them or boycotting them. You're just being yourself, and you are looking at many things as an opportunity to serve, like just by your way of talking, way of living, the way you carry yourself. You don't want to have any enemies, you don't want to have any friends. Like that's a really very, very cool place to be in. And such people are very unpredictable, but they are also very lovable. Like they can do anything, but they are still very lovable. They are totally not in the state of ego. They are completely surrendered to source. I mean, surrendering to source is one of the most difficult things to do, and it happens in phases. Once the process starts, then it doesn't stop. But it happens in phases and cycles, and it's sometimes not linear, sometimes doesn't feel linear, sometimes feels very linear. So you are somewhere over there right now. To take a big leap, we need to have faith. Faith is very, very important. Since some of you are outgrowing old templates and belief systems, superstitions, breaking out of fears, and you are doing this with utmost honesty. Maybe there is a chronic disease, or maybe there's a chronic thought pattern, maybe there's a toxic relationship pattern. You want to move out of it, or maybe it's just limerence, maybe it's just love addiction. You want to move out of it and you want to align with your healed version. You want to align with the energies of your chakras while remembering every moment about source, integrating with source. Some of you are also experiencing unconditional love in various formats. Like you sometimes feel a sense of peace and love and gratitude, and it's very natural and organic. You don't have to make any effort through it, onto it. Now, it also seems to me that in some of your cases, maybe some of your projects, your ideas, maybe some resources or relationships were in some kind of stuck up energy. You felt a delay, or you felt that you were not able to do it the right way. Things were not manifesting the right way for you. But now, all of that is going to get healed. The energy is coming to you, and so probably what happened was happening for a reason, and it was not really a delay. And you are also sensing all this. That's why I'm picking up on it, that it was not a delay, but it was something, or a divine intervention, divine orchestration to make you learn some very key and permanent lessons on gratitude, on surrender, self-love, letting go of toxicity, perceive and observe better. I think all of this is happening, all of that was happening so that you don't get shocked or surprised, so that you don't react, you only respond to situations or happenings. You only see everything as happenstance. And when you see that your ideas, projects, or whatever you were working on, some of your resolutions, sankalp as we say, are manifesting, are happening in 3D, actually happening in 3D, at that point in time when you see them happening, this is like preparation stuff. Neither should there be any doership attached to it, nor any amount of arrogance. All these past events have made you more devoted, more humble, and this is also happening so that you do not incur any karma. So when big things happen and big things manifest, they should not look big for you. It should be all organic and natural and just part of the plan. Because your programming was such in childhood that maybe these things are normal, or these things are literally happenstance or part of the divine intervention. They are supposed to be your tools and they're supposed to be your modalities in order to get your mission work completed. But because you come from a certain background, certain programming has been given to you, it might all look like something which is materialistically big. For you it's not. For you it's need of the hour. You gotta do it. You gotta get this done. But they might just say, oh, you're doing so well, you're doing amazing, you've grown so much. In the world of ascension, growth in terms of finances or money is not really seen as growth. If you are more relaxed, if you are more present, if you are in gratitude, if you are just looking at things, observing things, if you're surrendered, you're in this moment, you are in touch with source, connecting to source, integrated with source, or integrating with source, then none of this will look very big or huge for you. And this is what is seen as the actual stuff, the real deal. The real deal is not how much money you've made, or how many cars you bought, or how many diamonds you wear, or different for different genders, different things for men and women. Even your relationship, maybe you manifest the relationship that you're meant to manifest. It should not be something surprising or shocking for you. It should be just natural so that you accept it well. And you don't take any onus of it. You don't take any, onus, maybe not here the right word, but you don't take any credit for it, or you don't get too attached. You are a Vairagi. You are a person who is a detached person. So if God is sending you somebody in your life, it's to help you out, or it's to like make you feel better or make you feel more loved and looked after, cared for. Or you can share some things with some people, and some things you cannot share with everyone, so you can share it with someone who's vibrationally a match for you. So all these past events, heartbreaks or things not working out or ideas not coming to fruition or resources not, getting delayed, or all those things have made you a lot more humble. And in some cases, some of you even witness some miracles happening. So it could be in any department. It could be in health, relationship, finance. You saw some miracles and you were very surprised. We call this mystical intervention. So when these mystical interventions happened with you, again you became very humble, and you felt very blessed, and you were really in gratitude of whatever you were doing. You could have questioned your life. You could have questioned, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? What's wrong with me? Why can't I be normal? Why can't I be like other people? Why do I have to get myself into all of this? You must have asked all these questions. But now you're not asking those questions. Now you are like more relaxed. You are settling down. Not settling down like, okay, now you're settled so you won't do anything. Settling down as in the aberrations, the distortions, they are going away more and more. You're also getting downloads, and if you have had some kind of fears that are pulling you backwards, you're learning to face them and understand the other side of the story. You're also understanding what you project much better. Your intuition is improving. It's growing more and more. You are more telepathically connected with certain people. Certain people especially, you think about them and, you see some kind of a message or a call or, physical intervention, or if you have a question, you get a clear answer of it in a certain stipulated period of time. You're being taken by surprises also, but they are warm and fuzzy kind of surprises you would want to be in all the time. But you're also being careful, because then that is what creates attachment. So you don't want to get attached with the physical stuff. So all this is happening, and all this usually happens when a person is transforming these type of thoughts and these type of emotions. So whatever does not serve you is not wanting to be a part of you. It also seems to me that some DNA codes were sent to you, maybe in your deep sleep, maybe if you fell sick at that time, you had to rest, and those were basically sent to you so that you evolve better. Maybe you were sent some healing from your masters, from your guides, and you feel a new kind of energy. But whenever something like this happens, there is also a phase of repair. So maybe in the last few days or last few months, weeks, you were going through the repair process, and now you are in the recovery process. Soon you will be like good to go. So I think this is where I would close this channeling session. You can also get my book In the Name of Love, A Journey of Finding Your Ultimate Soulmate, which is based on 5 mystical stories that come from different age groups and stratas, social constructs, even time frames, timelines. So you can check this book out, and on the Amazon Kindle copy you can also read the sample first, but only take the ebook and the Amazon Kindle copy, because that's the latest edited version. This book was written in 2011, so I had to re-edit it and add some more things which were given to me via guidance. And if you're from India, then you can book a personal session with me using Paytm and GPay details. For that, you have to write an email to me at TheSunamoon@gmail.com. And if you're not from India, then yes, of course, you can use the PayPal link. One more disclaimer is, kindly do not tell me anything about your journey so far, because I use intuitive tools and I use spiritual modalities. They are obviously very, very helpful. So if I know everything in advance, then I won't be able to tell you those things during the session. To get the best solutions, it's better that we go forward during the session only. So I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.